or in stealth mode, whatever.
He'd be making a lot of repairs because there's still stuff that needs to be fixed.
Yeah, it's true. He has picked up a bunch of repair parts, and he's decided to wall himself off in the engineering room. Okay.
I'm going to deal with the awkwardness of what's going on, so I'm going to work on the ship.
Like, screw it. I'm not coming out. I'm unhappy. Okay. Huh. Huh.
Yeah. Right.
Well, that happened. The doc walks into the galley, sits down, gets a cup, pours some bourbon in it. Why the hell not? I mean, this only makes rational sense on this cursed ass ship. Every time we turn around, somebody's got some crazy ass machination, strange device situation. We got things attached to the hull, and people who are missing. People who we thought we were talking to, but we weren't actually talking to, and people who we thought were our friends, actually not our friends. Wait a minute. Why would he do this? I'm actually not talking to anyone.
Yeah.
I'm in there by myself. Why the hell would he do this? And he after about several sips, he notices that the tumbler is empty. He just picks up the bottle. This is bull. What do you do with this? I mean, we can't very well go after the entirety of Lazarus. We can't do that. I mean, we could, but even we're not that stupid.
We could.
Captain? Captain?
Yeah.
Are we that stupid?
I don't know. Probably shouldn't ask me that right now.
We might be that stupid.
I'm gonna find out what's happening with my dad, if he knows about this.
We have to go right back to the place we just snatched you out of. We have to take her back to the place we just got her from. That is the craziest damn thing.
Well, I've just been realizing that been amiss with distractions and have not been taking up some of my responsibilities. I've been supposed to keep an eye on Janice.
Oh, Captain, I wasn't talking to you, Captain. I was just talking to me. But you do make a fine point.
Yeah, we're going to set things right somehow.
So how do we not basically get interdicted when we get... Okay, now I'm talking to you, Captain. I bring the bottle with me to where she is. Yeah, I probably shouldn't do this either. I put the cap back on the bottle.
I take the bottle from your hand and take a swig. Yeah.
Wait, what? Wait. If we show our faces, they're gonna come at you. Great guns are going, so to speak.
They're gonna try.
They're gonna be not as concerned about our well-being as we will be about yours, and they will be about yours. Lady, I'm stupid. Thank you for that, John. Sometimes we need to remember the good moments. Okay, so then if
you know, these are the times it's tempting to get a little assistance from that voice in my head.
Well,
it's so tempting.
At the moment, I think we're going to have to get a whole lot sneakier than we've been before, because normally we just go in and do whatever the hell we do, and things sort of work out.
Is Niska on board? Or
no, Niska's got his own ship. He's actually, yeah, he'd be ahead of you because he didn't make it all the way to Balak, so he's kind of
okay.
He's heading. His ship is heading towards Ezra, and you guys are heading towards Ezra, and Roger's ship is heading towards Ezra.
I thought we met on that moon up together.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right. You guys did rendezvous out there. So yeah, you guys are all kind of almost flying together at this point. Yeah, that's right. Forgot about that.
We could have a conference call way you've kind of set up.
Well, yeah, because you got so it's basically just kind of flying as a group at this point.
Niska, can you hear us? You're hearing everything going on so far?
Yeah. Gone, puppy. Let it go.
Don't you have a trade agreement set up with Reynolds? With
With your pilot? No, that's weird.
Oh man, with my uncle.
Yes, I do.
And do you happen to bring in large shipments, say crates that could fit a number of human-sized people?
We can probably arrange that.
That might be our way.
I'm also ordering surveillance of your dad with my associates on Lazarus.
Okay. So once we are in, what exactly is our objective?
I don't know.
Right. I mean, that's just it. I mean, presumably you want to ask him some questions, and logically, based on the information we've ascertained, he would probably say that none of this is true. Right?
Right. Yeah. Which is probably why we need to talk to other people. We need to get on the planet and talk to my dad, talk to my mom, try to see if we can find. Yeah, I put him in charge of seeking out Alex or Adam. Probably if he's behind that, then he's ignored that.
Well,
request.
But we haven't heard anything from your dad in how long?
Months.
Yeah.
And we haven't heard anything from your mom, and we haven't.
When I was taken in, did my mom issue the order, or was it just said that it was her team or something? She was connected somehow to it, wasn't it?
No.
Her voice came over the intercom as you were leaving.
Her voice.
Though.
All we heard. You never saw her.
Okay.
Nope.
Yeah.
Never saw anybody.
Anyone. No.
It's probably a good thing that I fruited out and got you the hell out of there as fast as what I did.
Yeah.
This is scary because if somehow or another they've managed to compromise the upper echelons of the Church of, oh, I almost said Latter-day Saints, good Lord. The Church of Earth Consciousness. I'm sorry, I've been reading The Expanse and my brain is all screwed up.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my God, that book is insane. It's good, but wow. Wow.
It's funny you should say Latter-day Saints because they were canvassing a neighborhood today.
Church of Latter-day Saints. I knew they were behind it. I knew it.
Was it in... I know it was talked about, and I can't remember if it was in character that Twist told us about Jed's clones and stuff, or was that all out of character discussion?
We weren't.
Because I remember that was a discussion. We started remembering that Jed had a clone that was released and it never, is out there somewhere. Could be more, that kind of things. I didn't know if that was in character or out.
I think it was post-game chatter
Okay.
After the game because because Bob was like, "Are we sure that Jed's really Jed?" And then there was thought, "Oh wait a minute, he had a clone." But now I will say that in terms of in-character stuff, yes, Twist would certainly remember that there was a Jed clone, and that the Jed clone was left alive at the end of at last check. And at one point, early on in a conversation with Niska, while the clones were an issue there from the creator, Jed did mention offhand that he was cloned at one point back in the day.
Okay.
But yeah, Twist would most certainly remember that there was a Jed clone, and Jed clone was alive once upon a time.
Okay, so then I'm assuming that this comes up in this conference call. Then, if it didn't come up before, certainly it comes up now. At which point let's see, megalomaniacal tendencies.
Well, he's still acting like Jed, but
well,
the
but
whole betrayal part.
Well, just the thing is if someone's behaving out of character, if they're wearing the face of your friend, you think it's your friend.
Right.
Unless for some reason you have a reason to believe otherwise. Who thinks that their friend's going to be replaced by a clone? I mean, wow! I can't believe I just said that.
Right. This is our life. We have to talk to people we know. It is not Jed. People we haven't talked to in a while. So, my mom, my dad. I mean,
are we
Jonah's son? I mean, is he actually safe? If he's been kept on them, I mean, there's all kinds of stuff going on.
Because Jonah's son was left in the care of Jed and his wife, under the presumption that that would be probably the safest place for him to be.
Right.
Damn, this is bad.
And let's not forget that, as I recall, as part of Jonah's final.
Oh my God! We met the Rubicon. What were we thinking? Yeah. Oh my!
What? Clone Jed's final disposition was he was taken in alive by Jonah and put in the ever popular and always occupied stasis cube on the ship. At the end, when the first crew of Pandora's Fury landed on Rubicon and made their way into the Iskalian complex, you guys went to the control center where the controller was operating, and Jed actual Jed then opened the cryo tube and dumped the still sleeping clone Jed out, with the intention of returning him to sender, essentially.
Oh man, that was the stupidest thing we could have done.
And clone Jed was.
They could have done.
Still there.
Yeah, we didn't do that. That was the last crew.
They did.
What happened to clone Jed after that?
There is nothing worse than accidentally giving yourself the high hard one. There is nothing worse than that.
I know. It's our other characters' mistakes. Oh man. Okay, I gotta find a way to get in touch with Monkey.
Well, go ahead and place a call and see if, hey, does this crew know about the technology that was used to actually fake, that the other crew used to impersonate people? Okay, so this crew knows about that. Okay.
Yeah,
so I'm trying to remember what.
Because that was used to lure Vela May into the trap that got her kidnapped when we went on the missing Vela May arc after Brandon had to drop out.
Okay, so
that was fake. Drew her in at that point.
Is there any way that Lord, what's the name of our AI?
Lenore.
The AI. She is essentially independent now. Lenore. Wait.
Yes.
Does anyone else know about Lenore?
Mm-hmm.
Like Niska and the other people who are in on this conference call?
Niska knows.
Niska knows. The Rogers Syndicate would not know because they've never been on.
I don't think we're including the Rogers in this.
Oh, well, if they're out of it, then yes. I mean, Niska knows, then yeah. So.
Niska can join us since he's not on the ship.
Okay, all right. So then I am, Lenore, is there any way that we would be able to tell, or actually if not us, then you could tell if an if there was an AI skin being used as opposed to an actual person?
I believe so. Yes, given that we have the parameters of the original program that was used, and should be able to break down the transformation and see if there's something artificial about it.
Okay. Then I think anytime you're in contact with who you think your family members are, then it would be a good idea to actually have Lenore kind of looking over your shoulder, so to speak, to determine whether or not you're actually talking to them or a facsimile of them.
Yeah, I'd like to initiate that, Lenore, to be a standard practice for all outgoing and incoming waves and transmissions. Just monitor, at least initially, to see if the person is an AI or actually who they're identifying themselves as.
And you could actually notify us on our end, just on the screen, to let us know, in a corner somewhere, this is an AI or this is not an AI, something like that.
Technology, you can do that.
Okay, that's okay. And let's see. Once
I'm starting to feel like Ed being paranoid with the bug scanner every time now. Maybe he was right.
He might have had something. He might have been onto something. Every nut and bolt is getting replaced.
Well, kind of got the truth here. I'm trying to torture you guys. What do you know?
I don't know anything. I didn't do anything. The worst part is that Jed found out things about us, probably about our characters, as a result that none of the other characters knew.
Yeah.
He just randomly torture odd things out of us. Like, it's like, it was my grandmother. Thankfully, you don't know what the question was.
Oh, well.
So, damn,
I guess,
go away.
I guess let me place that call to Monkey. Have all of you, I guess all of you can listen in, off to the side of the screen.
Yeah.
Lenore, start monitoring. And, oh, this will suck. Let's call this Dad.
All right, so you're making a call then, and it rings for a bit. Rings for, it takes a bit, but finally the screen changes from the dialing screen essentially to connecting, or whatever you want to call it there, to house that's kind of this dimly lit, kind of like pretty much like the entire room is dark, but there's like a desk light on, essentially, that kind of weird lighting, and a rather tired-looking monkey pops up on the screen. Alex, it's kind of early here. It's 2:30 in the morning.
Really? Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot to check the time. I guess, are you awake enough and we can talk?
Sure. What can I do for you? You gave us a bit of a scare with the way you left the treatment facility.
Yeah. There's a lot going on, and that's some of what I want to talk about. I'm also kind of stalling, waiting to see if give Lenore enough time to analyze patterns to get an okay or a whatever before I get too far into it. But I
I
don't know how
say
long it
things
takes.
like I hold up signs like ask how are you doing and is everything okay?
Reading cards. Oh, the teleprompter. Seriously.
It's like a spy thriller almost. Like you got one person on the phone and everyone else is like trying to trace the call and like 30 less seconds or something like that.
It does make sense.
Stretch it
Lenore
out.
would actually have to have something to work with in order to
Yeah,
be able
yeah.
to analyze.
Yeah.
Well, there's a lot of stuff going on, and I'll get into that in a minute. Have things been okay with you and Mom?
Yeah. Why wouldn't that be okay? Everything is fine. I mean, we're aside from we're worried. We've heard reports about what happened on Ezra,
Hmm.
and we're concerned about you, Alex. But
Well,
things are, I mean, day-to-day running of the planet and growing, alliance of worlds and
hmm.
dealing with various issues and you know
I'm writing
preparing
furiously.
back and stuff.
Okay. Well, I can understand that. That's a lot to do. I mean, I've started seeing a lot more responsibility since taking over as a captain of a ship. I mean, so I get a lot of what you and Mom and Uncle Jed are doing and experiencing. Um, yeah, I'm trying to remember what the conversation was. Just she asked me something and I shut her off at some point.
When I'm at the facility, she was trying to employ you to stay, and then when that wasn't working, she brought up Matthew Autumn from your backstory and said that
Right.
he was there too because of what you did.
Okay, okay.
But you were dragged away by I believe it was Ben.
I was
He
taken
was to drag you
hostage.
away before you could engage further with that.
Um,
Hey, check the screen.
there's a there's a lot of stuff going on related to, what I can do.
Yeah.
Um, I know when we left, Mom was um Mom was real concerned. I mean, she paged us over the intercom and stuff, and was
Well,
pleading with me to come back and stuff.
well, yes, because we're trying to get you help. Don't you want to get better?
Hmm.
What was the last bit?
Don't you want to get better?
Oh,
Bingo.
actually, I am getting better, to be honest. I'm starting to get a lot more control over my abilities now. I just had a rough patch there.
Uh-huh. So, as you wrap up that sentence, you see on your screen a notification pops up in at the lower right hand corner, and just kind of basic typing pops up there, and it says fake.
Okay. Glad I didn't get any details. Yeah,
Check the screen.
so Monkey, how is Adam doing?
Adam, I don't know. I haven't seen Adam. Last check, you reported him missing, didn't you? I believe we're still looking for him.
Yeah, I just Uncle Jed said something about trying to find him or getting him. So okay.
Well, Jed said it. I'm sure he's doing his best with it.
Well, Oh, what? Okay,
Well,
okay. Something with the crew. I've got to take care of something. I'll give you a call back. We'll talk more, okay? Disconnect.
Oh crap. Okay.
Oh, this is worse.
So we have a direct line to Jed.
Yeah. Should we do the test there?
Yeah, if you make that call, it might look weird.
If they're running both in and I'm making obvious calls to everyone, it's going to look odd, so it should be someone else in the crew calling Jed. Should Niska call?
Yeah, Niska has business with Jed.
Well, yeah. Can he do it from his ship and still get the same protection that Lenore's doing, or does he have to come aboard our ship?
It depends on how comfortable Niska is with Lenore hooking up with his mainframe.
Not very comfortable with that right now.
Yeah.
Then in that case, you're gonna have to come. You have to come to Pandora's crew, Niska.
Yeah,
it's not that much of an open door policy yet.
Well, let's put it this way: you just called Monkey. It was fake. They knew about it, and then I called Jed. Too suspicious. Too soon.
Yeah. We should wait a bit.
How far are we out from Ezra?
I bet you guys are moving right along. Probably not taking the scenic route either. So probably about a day or so.
I'll call him. Can you make a copy of that to put it on my system for my office? Because it wouldn't look as suspicious if I did it that way.
I'll be honest with you, Niska. Considering what recently happened, I'm a little uneasy about giving you a copy of Lenore.
No, I don't want a copy of Lenore.
I can.
It was a copy of the algorithm that lets you determine.
Oh, okay.
I think I can rig it up where it looks like it's actually coming from your office, but it would be coming from Pandora.
Yeah,
Twice could definitely do that with all of her abilities.
Well, still, let's give it a time. We don't want to look like that we are calling everyone in Lazarus to see if they're
Yeah.
I want to see if you exist still. Oh, darn it! God damn it!
They're cutting off. It feels like they're cutting off all our safe zones. Call everyone we've ever had any contact with.
Here's my next question. The Church of Earth Consciousness has its own internal security force, right?
Yeah.
So.
Who runs that?
Monkey or my mom?
Yeah, it would be those two.
So,
well, it'd be those two, especially since Alex has been off-world. Alex is their savior, and she left. So it'd fall to the High Priestess, which would be Grace, and the Monkey was the savior, and you're the Messiah there. So it'd fall to the savior and the High Priestess, the Monkey and Grace.
Okay, so the next thought I have is that yes, they've effectively, if they have somehow or another they're either intercepting all communications that are directed towards Lazarus from this ship, and presumably from anyone else, which is a feat, but not impossible, but that would have to be backed up with action. So I'm assuming then that they would have actually put people in place on Lazarus to be able to enact whatever it is that is agreed upon or not agreed upon or discussed or not discussed, that sort of thing. So I'm wondering how far Do you mind? Keep your paws off the keyboard. I'm wondering.
You will pay attention to me.
So I'm wondering how far down, as it were, from the top did that level of infiltration go? Because if the internal police force gets compromised, I mean, I would imagine that at some point they would go, boy, the Savior and the High Priestess are acting really strange.
Unless the church is the one who's done all this.
Wow. I hadn't considered that.
We don't know who our friends are anymore at this point, other than this crew.
Do you have any friends back on Lazarus who were not connected?
Adam, he's gone missing.
Yeah.
Janice, but he's too young, and I don't know where he is.
Ella May, wherever she is.
Yeah, Bella May.
Hey, wait. Let me think about this. There's something in the data records. Who was the one that Jonah interacted with? I mean, no, that's not right. That's not the question I want to ask. No, that's not it either.
This is so...
Well, it's a strange thing because it gets pretty, what's the word I want to use? Insular. That's the word I want to use. We don't interact with a whole bunch of people.
Nope.
Really. We damn sure don't trust very many people. Which makes, wait. I'm trying to remember who all our friends are who are not attached directly. I have the Colonel.
Yes.
Don't trust him with this BPD, guys.
Well, you know, and then who has any contacts outside of Lazarus?
We've got left Lazarus, and we hooked up with Niska, and he's been our primary source of contacts and support, other than Lazarus itself. So, and we've, no offense to you, Mr. Niska, but we've had a recent falling out, and we're just trying to mend that. So, we're kind of isolated, yeah. Well, we have your parents, Ben, and then we have Bourbon's parents, but they're not necessarily connected. Well,
I'm sorry, I just realized something truly horrifying.
oh no.
Apart from the copy of the data files that were sent by Jonah to, and they reside in the archives in this ship, but no one knows what they are because they're all encrypted with key files. The key files, the only decryption keys that exist in Jonah's son's head.
I see that nod, Gervais.
Oh,
dang
no,
it.
no. You evil bastard! You evil bastard!
It just keeps getting worse and worse.
Oh my gosh!
No, not worse. Challenging.
Yeah. Yeah. So we're gonna have to do visit to Lazarus. If anything, to find Janice. Probably find Adam.
The scary thing is, if he has Adam, then he has access to some of the most advanced genetic material, and it's a telepath.
Just watch Bryce. Yeah.
Oh my God! You're so fucked! We're so screwed!
So what you're saying is I need to go to my room and start doing my Jedi mind trick training montage.
Every time, the more I think about it, the worse it gets. The things that Jonah found, some of which I looked at, are just like, oh my God, someone made that? The memory erasing device, and the memory erasing device is just the tip of the iceberg. Just the very tip of the iceberg.
Well, can we just self-destruct and then
right?
His characters?
My character really wants to just crawl somewhere and go suck his thumb for a while. Middle finger the whole universe and just be like...
I'm going to go flush myself out of the airlock.
It's time to go into Brandon meltdown mode.
Right? I hear there's some openings with the Reavers.
Hey, we might be safer with them, frankly.
Yeah.
I mean, they only want to screw us to death and then eat us. So, yeah, that might be preferable to what's probably going to happen to us.
Twist could give you all new identities, at least on paper, anyway, so to speak.
Twist is like, well, now my name is no longer Twist. You're gonna call me. My name is Lula May, and I'm out of here. See,
you guys, I'm leaving.
My name is Bob Smith. You should know my reputation.
Hi, I'm Bob Evil.
As we scatter to the four winds, the universe is on its own. Okay, wait. Do we have access? Speaking of the universe, do we have access to Mr. Universe anymore?
There isn't really much of a Mr. Universe. There's
the organization that was heavily infiltrated that we had to take. That no way, that wasn't us. That was the other crew.
the other group.
They were infiltrated, and I know that they were given control back, but they kind of, we haven't since had any contact with them. Hey, Lenore.
Yeah.
Is there anything about contacting Mr. Universe in your data files? I know Twist was able to at one point, but it was always vaguely sketchy. Like you'd do something, and then we'd wait, and then weird things would happen. Seems our internal lights are blinking on and off inside the ship.
Our navigation's going all wonky.
Or navigation's gone wonky, or the ship just turns and just goes somewhere. While we're in it.
Second Mr. Universe was fun like that.
Yeah.
We'd all freak out, think of something else.
Yeah, naturally. Of course we would.
Yeah, is there?
If I were Mr. Universe, you know where I would hide? I would hide on the Reaver planet, because that only makes rational sense. And at which point, Dr. Ben falls over. He's like, I don't know what just happened, but I felt like something snapped in my brain. I don't know what just happened.
It probably did.
Yeah, Yeah, that's your one moment for the inexplicable moment. You were inexplicably prescient, and then your brain explodes. Yeah. But so I'm just curious if Lenore has anything like that.
There's a pause. It's like, there's, I don't know how current it is, but there's some older contact information here. It may lead to something.
All right, Twist. Yeah, have you had cause to try to reach out to the remnants of Mr. Universe or
No,
Mr. Universe?
no.
Huh. We can see. I mean, at this point, we need any ally who is not touched, really, by Lazarus. By Lazarus, really. That's kind of just the end of the sentence, isn't it?
I mean, I can see if I can get in contact with them.
Or contacts who were just outside of it altogether, like were there contacts that your parents had, Alex, that just happened to not be part of Lazarus, like they resided elsewhere? Pretty much once everything fell apart, everybody got pulled into Lazarus sort of one way or the other if they were friends.
Yeah. Because they were a primary source. They were the ones best set up for it. Everything after Cortex Fall.
Frankly, the only one who wandered about a lot was your Uncle Jonah.
Yeah, and he's dead now.
Do you have any of his contact lists?
Prize? Would I? I mean, I don't think I would, but because prior to taking up captain, I don't think Alex was really interested in that kind of stuff. But would he have? Wait, didn't he send us all? No, he just sent us a letter. He didn't send us files.
How paranoid was Jonah? That's the question you need to ask yourself.
Yeah.
Was there anyone more paranoid than Jonah, apart from Jed?
Woody had contingency plans?
Probably.
And would I have known about him?
Let's see.
Wait a minute, Bryce. I'm actually saying something because actually it is a thing.
Yeah.
Oh man, this.
Bryce is about to. If Bryce explodes in a writhing mass of happiness.
Mike, why do you keep making it worse? Isn't it bad enough?
Stop handing it stuff.
If Bryce decides that this meets with his requisite level of pain and agony for us, then he'll actually let us be able to use it, which might actually be good for us. Trust me.
By adding more pain and agony.
Well, the pain and agony was just going to be there. Above a certain threshold, it all feels the same anyway. I mean, you know.
I hate you all.
We'll be fair now. Mike's got to catch up because we did plenty evil last time.
Exactly.
Oh.
I'm trying to remember if I actually ever wrote it down. I don't recall.
Don't think so. Let's see.
You know what? the only way I could do this, Bryce, I'd have to tell you real quickly without anyone else hearing if you want it that way. Or, but it's relevant if you're going to use it.
Yeah.
Okay. Everybody, momentarily log out. I got to talk to Bryce for a second.
Re-invite us when you're done.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll send you invites.
Okay.
Okay. So, and this is literally it's sitting either in a notebook or somewhere. The information that's in her son's head, she put there.
Yeah, I remember that.
Okay. And what she did after, but I can't remember. Jonah had the data files, but the data files themselves, like he actually had the files. And he had the only copy, but they had the key. So now they got a key, but no lock, as it were, right? They were trying to get that information from Jonah. Well, that's when they went and got Jonah. The reason why they wound up in that place is because of her. She was overseeing his torture. Now, I had an image of her in my head. She's always very well put together. She doesn't raise her voice. She doesn't get terribly excited about things, which inherently increases her overall level of menace. I can't remember the last place.
Let's see, Janice was on Shadow before he came to Lazarus.
That's right. He was on Shadow. I guess at this point, because her liaison with or partnership with what's his name, Humboldt? Is it Humboldt?
Humboldt, yeah, the creator.
Right. That probably. I'm not sure what would have happened in the ensuing fallout as things went bad for him. She was in a position of considerable capability apart from him because her father had very, very, very deep pockets from, well, before. So, all right, that's all I got. I just wanted to kind of throw that at you. Invite everybody else back. Okay. But she would be a contact who would have a vested interest in well, she'd have a vested interest in Janice's well-being, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Resources is the definition of making a deal with the devil. Is almost not bad enough. Yeah. In fact, the devil would be okay compared to her. So shit. What have I done? I've made you a happy game master.
Awesome thing. That's what you've done.
And don't forget, the doctor is probably not doing so hot. Remember that?
Which one? What?
I told you the doctor might be sick.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Almost forgot about that. And there's everything else going on.
Yeah, well, there's so much. All right. Okay. Do you invite everybody back?
I'll do that right now here.
Okay. Come back.
Come back to us. Let's see. And let's invite people back to here.
I guess they're just glad I'm not running the game. Evil mother. Yeah, I am capable of great evil when you win game mastering. Yes, I am.
I have invited them back.
They probably all scrambled off for bathroom breaks or something.
They're chatting in they're chatting amongst themselves. So that
That jerk!
we're all going to die. Mike is giving even more water. What game shall we play after we all die? Well, I have a few weeks to do.
And whose damn side is he on anyway?
Mike needs to run a game next.
I mean, I just get it out of my system.
Right.
Actually, what's really funny is all of your texts that you sent while we were away is showing up.
See what you were saying.
William, how many times do I have to tell you? Do not reply all.
No,
Damn it, Hangouts doesn't work that way. Okay. All right.
Yeah. So.
So the doctor actually takes the bourbon that he was drinking, sits it aside, and actually takes a couple of tablets, washes them down with the bourbon, takes a deep breath, dabs the sweat from his brow. Okay, so that was the question. Does Jonah have any contacts
passed on to Alex, I guess.
that might have been buried in all of the information? Was any information actually ever liberated from the remnants of his ship?
See. I think yeah. Jonah took a bunch of stuff. Took a bunch of stuff off there, but it was when it was at the he was rescued, and so that was probably something right here on Pandora. So yeah, you're thinking about it, Alex, with this all talking about stuff, talking about Jonah having contacts. And you recall him mentioning one and giving you the telling you where he'd hid the information on Pandora on the ship behind him. It turned out there's a lot of hiding places for a lot of things on the ship. But he did warn you that it was not to be used lightly, and it should better be in a significant amount of trouble if you intend to use it.
Well, coming to that memory, I think we're getting an echo off of you, Mike. I would consider this dire straits. This is a pretty tough situation.
That's pretty much kind of a break glass in case of fire kind of a.
Yeah, I think we're in full on blaze at this point. So I would you'd probably see Alex kind of, oh wait, and then get up and like walk out of the room.
Are you still getting an echo from me?
I think it was.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, John's muted right now, so it's not him.
Okay, are you still getting it?
Yeah. I think it's gone now.
Testing. Yeah, the echo seems to have wandered off.
Yeah, so Alex just gets up and walks out towards wherever that location is, unless it's in the galley, and then I walk back in.
No, it's in the hallway by where his quarters used to be. There's it's a kind of almost like a panel that it looks fine unless you know that it's not fine, and you pop that off fine. It's not even it's actually written on paper. It's not even anything electronic or anything like that. That's so it couldn't be accessed unless you actually opened this panel. And it's essentially not a phone number, but it's like a wave access node essentially. It's the phone number you'd call someone on the Cortex.
Huh. I will take that number and head back into the galley. Well, with all this talk and everything, I remembered something Jonah had said once. I just put it aside because he said, it was only to be used in dire emergencies, dire straits. And so I figured, not to worry about it. But I think we've reached that point. And it seems to be an access point we can call.
For who?
And Bryce, it's just the numbers, right? That's it.
Just the numbers.
I don't know. I remember he urged that it was a last-ditch effort, only use if we absolutely needed it. So I'm thinking you're wanting someone who's not connected to the to Lazarus. This might be it. Thoughts? Any reservations at this point?
I have nothing but reservations, but frankly, I don't, my contacts are all, well, corrupt. Useful, but corrupt.
Okay. All right. Anything from you, Niska? Any hesitations you can think of? Any other options?
If you feel this is best.
It's a very subjective word. Best. I think at this point we're running out of choices. Okay. Lenore, monitor the conversation as before, and I punch in the code.
So you punch in the code, and it rings. Doesn't ring very long. It's answered pretty quickly, and screen pops up. There's a woman on the other end who's probably looks to be middle-aged, although she's definitely taking care of herself. Of course, you can only kind of see her from like the neck up, but you can tell that you call accurate, and from what you can tell, she's got access to money. She looks, and first she's kind of confused, and then she the confusion kind of passes quickly. It's like, yeah.
Okay. On my end, you cut out a little bit, so I want to make sure we called up, the woman answered, and we've got access to money. There was something in between there I missed, I think.
Oh, well, she appears to be around middle age. But I mean, her appearance is immaculate. Not a hair out of place. Makeup is well done. And from the looks of her appearance and kind of behind her looks like a rather expensive and large painting. She's got quite a bit of money, or at least access to it.
Okay. You don't know me. At least I don't think you do.
Kind of rolls over like, yes, I know you, but continue.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't know you.
And the scary begins.
Yeah. I was not expecting that.
No, you don't know me.
I was given this number by a dear and old friend.
You got this number from Jonah.
Yes. My so-called uncle, I guess. Not by blood, but definitely by connection.
Okay.
He gave me this, instructing me only to use it should I feel I had no other options. And to be honest, I don't entirely know what this is for. But recent events have made us to the point we don't have a lot of options, and we're trying to explore every avenue we can.
Okay. Well,
if you don't mind me asking, who are you?
Well, apparently I'm the person who can help you with whatever your problem is.
Yeah? Who are you? Or what's your connection to Jonah, at least?
We were close once.
Oh, that's fine. You don't tell me anymore. I don't want. Fine.
Okay. So what are these events that have brought you to this terrible place that you find yourself in, whatever's going on?
I kind of do a once over, looking over the crew to see if I'm getting any kind of feedback of, do I proceed with this unknown quantity, or if I get nods, I go ahead.
See what she's got.
Okay. All right. Let's see, how detailed do I go in? People that were close to us, or are close to us, we have discovered are not who they say they are. To the point that we don't know exactly who we can trust. They've been...
The word is compromised.
Okay, thank you. We need to get allies who are not connected with them. Them being the planet of Lazarus. And because if these people are not the loved ones, if they've been placed somehow or they're in trouble somehow, we need to find a way to get on planet, find them, figure out what the next step. We need people who are not connected with Lazarus that can help us.
Okay. Well. Well, I don't think I have any current ties to Lazarus. I'm not on their payroll. I'm not on their planet. I haven't done any work for them. Is that what you're looking for?
Yeah, and of course we have to take your word for it, of course, not knowing who you are. But yeah, that is what we're looking for. I'm looking, waiting for the fake or real
Yeah,
signal also.
it pops up as real. You're talking to an actual person.
Okay. Um, the people that we cannot trust, the people that are on Lazarus, um, have been replaced with something. Every interaction we have with them is they're being mimicked by some kind of AI.
Really? An AI?
Yeah, and we would determine. I mean, to be honest, we haven't checked everyone yet, but one of them is one of my family.
Really?
And because of this, we think Jonah's. Okay, wait, before I say that. Was I told to keep Janice's identity secret? Or his existence secret? And I was told to watch over him.
I don't remember.
Don't think so. Mike, can you help me out here? Would Jonah told me in the instruction to watch over Janice? Would it have been keep him secret?
I would have thought that it was more a matter of Janice's relationship to Jonah. I think that was kept secret.
Okay.
Yes, that was definitely secret.
Okay, so never mind. I won't. I was going to say Jonah's child is in danger, but I wouldn't say that. Scratch it. So, yeah, we need. Honestly, we went over so many plans. I don't know what we need anymore. We need someone we can trust, which I guess that is you.
Well, I can offer assistance. My assistance isn't free, of course.
Of course, it's not. What kind of assistance can you offer us?
Well, you haven't told me what you needed yet.
I'm looking to the crew to clue me in on some of the other plans that were going on. We had our crisis of faith and went through a lot of stuff.
Okay, so our immediate problem. Let me know if the feedback gets too bad.
It doesn't happen when you talk.
Okay. It seems our immediate problem is that we don't know who or what we're dealing with. You can't actually land on Lazarus because the last time you did, you nearly were taken into custody by someone, by the Special Projects Division of the Church of Earth Consciousness, which we all know is scary as hell. And since Lazarus and the Church of Earth Consciousness are the only 600-pound gorilla apart from Niska, and I guess the entire grouping of the the triads, then that kind of leaves us kind of stuck if we're going to actually solve a problem where Lazarus has been effectively decapitated. It looks like basically Lazarus appears to have been hijacked. That's what it looks like, right? Is that what everyone else is getting?
Yeah.
That's the problem. We are trying to verify and reassert control of an entire government. And you have gone mute, I think, William.
No, I had that mic up.
Oh, I guess that's how bad it is.
So I come
And
back
we
to
are,
the wave. Can you help us with that?
Yes, I have considerable resources at my disposal.
what's that going to cost us?
Well, not money. I have plenty of that.
No, money would be better.
But Jonah was in possession of something that really didn't belong to him, but he had it anyway.
I look at
Significant
it.
amount of information.
Really? And so you would like this information that Jonah had as payment.
Oh, yes. A small price to pay for getting an entire planet back under your control.
Which information specifically? He had Jordan was.
Yeah, my uncle was quite prolific in his secrets.
Yeah, I'm aware of that.
I'd probably punch mute. Do we know which information he's talking about?
I have no idea. I don't know. I don't know.
Okay, I unmute.
We're like, Niska, what you got? Do you know? I don't know. Do you know? Oh, I think that.
As got.
We're so screwed. As usual.
It doesn't surprise me that he would keep it from you as well. But if I could look through his ship and possessions and anything else he might have had access to, I'll know it when I see it.
I reach over and hit mute. That's really broad.
Yeah, to let her look through our stuff?
She's basically rifling through all of our stuff. I don't think this is worth it.
What if she means the AI Jonah had, which ultimately became Lenore?
Or what if she means that data file?
Or Janice?
Oh.
She's not getting Janice.
If she gets the data file, oh shit, I don't know.
Fire, kettle.
Frying pan, fire.
Frying pan, fire.
It's worse. Frying pan, fire. It's like, and I'm not entirely sure which we're in.
I know. And we're making a deal with the other.
Okay, I unmute. Hello, hi. Don't mind. I'm sorry. I have not introduced myself. I'm the ship's doctor, and I had a question. If you will indulge me. It seems that after we sat and thought about it a bit, Jonah had access to considerable amounts of, let's say, highly sensitive information. Which you might have to be specific, because if there's information that we cannot provide access to, it would cause incalculable harm to others. So if you could narrow it down just a bit, we might be able to provide you what you need. readily without you having to waste your time trolling through the enormous amount of information that Jonah left in his wake. If you
Well, I don't want to go into too many details, of course, over communication frequency, but we wouldn't want to cause undue harm to people. That would be terrible. Yeah, the walk recipe to key to all things. But but you should put your mind at ease. Jonah had design plans for a weapon system that I would like.
a specific weapon system?
Yes, yeah. Ship-based weapon system designed for planetary bombardment.
Oh. Planetary bombardment.
Yeah.
What's the difference between this and other planetary bombardment methods that we already have?
Well, this one's a lot more efficient and doesn't make a mess out of the place like we did on Shadow.
Oh. I look over at Alex.
As a player, I'm trying to remember if we have any connection to Shadow.
Because
it feels like I should know what she's mentioning, but
Janice does.
Oh.
In the core book, in the core rule book, Shadow is in the history, in like the established history of the Unification War. Shadow was kind of the symbolic, capital of the independence movement, and so in retaliation, the Alliance bombarded it so heavily with weaponry that it wiped out pretty much all life on the planet, leading to a rather long-term and expensive rebuilding process that is still creeping along.
And Janice having this information, was that passed on? I know not initially, but was that passed on when Jonah sent kind of like his last will to me to take care of Janice and all that? Would I have gathered that information?
That would have been information that you would have partially gathered. The rest probably would have come from either your conversations with Jonah or Monkey or
okay.
Yeah, if they knew where Janice had been.
Okay. I'm going to mute. She's talking about the stuff that somehow Janice knows. Jonah's son. So she's going to want to dig into his head, it seems like.
That's impossible then, because we don't even know where he is. And we certainly, I would imagine if Jonah wanted his son to be with his mother, with her, then he would have sent, I'm confused.
I got the impression that there was things that the kid knows that he doesn't realize he knows, but that are secrets that shouldn't be out there.
Wait, do you know that he doesn't know it?
I haven't had all that much interaction with him. I made a promise to Jonah to protect him, and if she helps us fix what's going on with Lazarus, she's going to have access to Janice.
Okay. So then this won't work if you are able to fix Lazarus but break your promise to your uncle.
Right. So we've just stepped into another thing that's so...
So you'd have to double cross her.
Yeah. I don't even know who she is, but obviously Jonah had a contact to her.
I have no idea what to tell you. I don't know what to do. I have no idea. Niska?
I will look. I can't look at Niska, but I will look at Doc.
You need someone who's a bit more ruthless than I am.
Yeah.
And this is available via video conferencing around.
Yeah, Niska's here.
Yeah, I will ask. Well, I mean, I'm looking at Jonah. I'm looking at Ben, and talking to Niska as well. I guess it comes down to, do we have a choice? Is this our only option left to us right now?
The idea of storming the place seems foolhardy in the extreme, even for us.
I don't think you'd like the option Niska. Niska says, I don't think you'd like the option I'm thinking of.
What's yours? None of them are good. What's the difference?
The enemy of my enemy is my friend.
Okay, yeah, all right, yeah, well, in that case, I guess... Wait, which enemy? We have so many.
The Alliance.
Oh, God. No, it's impossible. Wait, that might work. Wait, no. Because
I can't turn the Alliance over, Lazarus over to the Alliance.
They would literally tear them to shreds. Because
as we have Mystery Lady on hold.
Actually,
he's just kind of sitting there trying to maybe filing her nails a little bit there.
she
confident we'll be back.
We think that she's eating lox and bagels.
Yeah.
I'll just let them.
She pours fresh cream over strawberries. Now she's just messing with us.
Well, Alex, this is up to you. Do you want to trust Mystery Lady, who we know nothing about? Or do you want to betray everything you ever knew?
Whoa. Well,
I don't know.
Those are pretty equal things. It's they're about the same thing.
They're
right?
about to say.
Yeah.
Wow.
Dude, if you're below the plot point limit, take a couple plot points for that question.
That is fantastic. Damn.
Well, I just don't know why Jonah would have given me this number with no context, and she's never identified herself. That's the part that bugs me.
Is Jonah? I mean, you have to tell me. I don't know. Is he given to um grand gestures?
83%.
Wait, no, never mind. I take that back because I actually do know firsthand about the last grand gesture. That was pretty great. Okay, so she would represent a really, really big hammer for whatever nail that you think you're going after, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I think Jonah would turn around and turn over in his grave if he knew I passed this option and went to the Alliance.
Yeah, he
He
may
would
claw
come back from his grave to kill me.
probably.
I guess we don't really have a choice.
I guess.
I unmute. Okay.
But I gave you the sign.
Yeah, dead air.
This sign. I gave you this sign. What's that mean?
Yeah,
Oh, there's something wrong with your neck. What is that?
What kind of help can you offer us?
Well, again, I have considerable resources at my disposal. The question is, what is your plan? What do you need? Because what you need, I can get.
We need control of Lazarus back.
Yeah, we need to get on planet, figure out who has subverted control, whether it is the people in power or people have taken over and using them as a front. Something. We need to figure out where these other people who we lost contact with, where they are. And we need them freed and returned safely.
Okay, so I hear you need a clandestine way onto Lazarus. Something untraceable.
Yes?
Yeah, they kind of know Pandora. Big time.
Well, I'd imagine so. So you need a clean ship with which to do that, and a crew that won't ask any questions. I'm looking at.
Yeah.
And once you're there, your plan is to. I mean, assuming I'm just going to show up and save the world, there's got some idea or something there.
We have about 12% of a plan. All right. That she may have made a rather reasonable observation that we may need to flesh this out just a teeny tiny bit more.
Yeah.
We need specific people need to be accessed. Jedediah, Douglas, Grace Lee, and Sean Lee.
Or Monkey.
Oh, crap. Yeah. Those are the three names you can give.
He doesn't really have a name, but he goes by Adam. There's a young child.
A young child?
By the name of, a young. Well, I haven't identified who they're with.
He was my boyfriend.
There's a young child that was put in that Jedediah Douglas is watching over. A friend of the family.
Does this young child have a name, or is he nameless?
His name is Janice.
Really?
That's what you just did.
My crew is not giving me any feedback.
Yes, we're all slightly horrified. I'm not sure what. We aren't entirely sure what that reaction means.
So you need help in tracing these people's movements on Lazarus, then?
Actually, no. Specifically, we need to ascertain their well-being, and that's actually really what we need.
I've been in contact with one of them, with my father, Sean Lee. I was speaking to him, but it was an AI. We haven't been able to determine if Jedediah is an AI as well, if they're masquerading as the people they claim to be.
Some pretty powerful, some pretty high technology there that's got AIs masquerading as some people there. I had no idea things would have gone so horribly awry on Lazarus.
Neither did we.
I think to myself that I write a note. Is that code for I had no idea they were that advanced? Question mark.
I think so. Again, who are you? Because yes, you're someone who can help us.
Forgive us, but we need at least a name. I mean, what do we call you?
We don't need your home address. That's not how we're asking.
I wasn't going to give you my home address.
Right.
Deep throat.
We're a little on edge considering things that have been happening recently.
Well, it sounds like things have been going quite wrong for you. I can see why you're on edge.
So
I momentarily mute everything. She scares me. I unmute.
what additional information you need from us, or you can figure out what you need to help with.
Well,
because to be honest, we don't know what we need, because we don't know how deep these people are. So I guess first we would need intel before we can formulate a plan of what we're going to do to get in there, or what even is needed.
Well, I'll need to know what this Adam person, looks like.
I think Alex could sheepishly probably produce a portrait that's been drawn at some point. It's kind of folded.
Y'all just kind of look at it. Huh. I look over at Niska like, obsession much? Wow.
She's trying to hold parts where there may or may not be initials and
hearts. Little hearts,
little doodles and stuff.
Wow.
Yeah, she's.
I'm like your French voice, Alex.
Take a couple plot points for your Adam assessment.
Can I give him to someone? I'm at my max.
Well, those are for Alex.
For having a drawing.
Yes, for having an obsessive drawing there.
That's just wow.
And it was in my pocket, by the way. Folded up, carried with me.
You need actionable intel on your people. I believe there are some people that I can reach out to, and I'll get you some usable information, and then you can decide what your plan is from there.
Okay. What time frame are we looking at, possibly here?
Well, I assume you guys want this as soon as possible. You guys aren't dilly-dallying with this.
Yes.
Yeah.
I should have something probably within 24 hours.
Okay. Is there a musical interlude?
I know, right?
Okay. Not quite the Riverdance interlude that broke out last time. Randomly berserk there, William.
Don't forget the Bruce Springsteen outbursts.
Yes, yeah. Hey.
Those are classic.
Sorry, I try not to accost people with my minor bossa nova obsession. You know, they may not appreciate it. Okay.
24 hours. That's good.
What should we call you if you don't want to give us your name, just so that we have some way of referencing you in the constructs of our plans?
Yeah. Something other than scary lady.
Yeah, that might be referred to as scary lady.
I was gonna go with QB, but
that works. QB is fine.
Okay.
All right. So will you call us?
Yeah, I will call you back when I have something.
Okay.
All right.
I guess disconnect. Was it just me, or did it seem like she recognized Janice's name?
She got very interested when you said Janice's name.
We're screwed. No matter where we turn. Getting tired of this.
Yeah.
Any results of Niska's query?
Just a
second. And the other shoe drops. It is curious because, so far there's whoever these shoes are dropping from has 3 feet, and we're like, really? The other shoe drops, and then the other shoe drops, and then the other shoe drops. Wait. That's not even fair.
A lot of feet. Either that or they're just throwing shoes.
You should always walk a mile to another man's shoes.
Walk a mile and you have shoes. Andy?
We're being pelted with shoes.
Honestly, who throws a shoe?
We're being pelted with a shoe store.
And they're like Andre the Giant size shoes. They're like big shoes. They hurt.
Okay, everyone. Options?
Well,
this is collecting information. Information is being crunched as we speak.
I trace the ship. It's coming from the core.
The communication?
Call, which is probably a ship. It's passing Osiris, heading outward.
What?
I bet she's coming to us.
What? Wait.
And that's why I wanted to get on to Niska's place because we found one bug, I'd like a thorough inspection of this entire ship to make sure there's not another tracker.
Oh,
I know Jed's thing now.
Oh, God. We're screwed.
I'm saying it, and I know it's wrong as I'm saying it because I understand why he was always so paranoid.
So wait, she is actually on a vector to intercept us now?
I don't. That's a guess, but they're heading out of the core.
Ooh, wait a minute.
We were hacking their transmission. They very well could be hacking ours.
But they are. Wait, who's heading out of the core? I'm confused.
QB.
Okay, wait, but how is it that she is moving that quickly?
She was hacking our phone call? Just like Niska was hacking hers?
Are we the worst kept secret ever? I mean, come on.
Lenore, was anyone tracing our call? That you could tell?
Not that I detected, no.
Is there any way to... I don't know if this works. I saw it on some TV show one time. Any way we can project like our transponder like to different distance? Or take our signal and like send it jet propel it in two different ways and we hit the third?
We'd have to bounce it off of the local wave sats. I know this. Why do I know this? I know this.
I'm thinking of what Mal did in Serenity when they took off and they sent things. Obviously, those were prepared, but
they called them crybabies, didn't they?
Well, crybabies were fake distress. The distress in the pilot. Those were fake transponder beacons they sent out.
Right, but
when he was being chased by the operative, he had their, I guess, gas trail. I guess, yeah, that was probably different. That wasn't from long distance.
Well, no, it was the transponder frequencies. So that way they couldn't trace it using since the ship was registered for transport. They couldn't just look on the navsat and go, "Hey, it's here," because they found like 7 different readings for it.
Then we'd have to make sure that ours would have to go dark, and we would have to send out a different one. But
a little bit of work is doable.
This begs, well, but what if? I mean, her traveling, however nefarious it may look,
and just a point, Rubicon is pretty close to Osiris too. Could be on the way.
Well, that just makes, the pit of my stomach grow cold.
I know. I just want to, at this point, I want us to stop asking questions. I wanted us to turn all the lights off, put our heads in the sand, and not ask anything else, because everything we find just gets worse and worse and worse. I don't want to know anything else.
I guess we are going to have a Brandon breakdown.
Yeah. She's definitely getting wound up. Okay, so he's already like, we're gonna scrub the whole ship. Oh gosh, really? Again?
But Ben, do you have something that does true serum?
What?
No, never mind. Never mind. No. That's. I trust all of you. I need everyone else.
Well,
you could use serum the rest of the verse, but that's impractical. At some point, it's just easier to shoot them.
If you want to mask yourself, once we get to Ezra, I can give you a ship.
Okay. Can we go on hard burn and get to Ezra sooner than 24 hours? Because I think we're a day and a half.
Well, you're already hard burning. That was because they were kind of way out there, so you're kind of already at hard burn, kind of pushing these ships as fast as they can go at this point to get there.
Well, actually, no. Pandora has an additional burst capability.
Pandora did have the Jonah booster, but there's that.
But But we would it causes problems.
It's a bit rough on the ship.
Right.
And you would drive off without the Rogers Syndicate people and Niska's ship. You're just gonna drive off without them.
We'll see you in about 18 hours. Bye.
We're going to get ourselves to safety. Good luck. Good luck.
I was gonna say, or we have this silver little box that is as yet unplugged.
No. No. I was
Because
that's still in the ship too, isn't it?
Yep. So.
Yeah.
I was
I don't
vehemently.
think you have fuel cells for it, but the drive itself is still there.
I was vehemently warned not to touch that.
Unless you want to visit.
Once was enough.
Twice
was enough, sorry.
How desperate are you? I mean, really, come on, really, how desperate are you?
If you're that desperate, I'm putting off the ship.
And Twist is like, there's a nice little asteroid right there. Just put me down.
Yeah, like call somebody come pick me up.
Space Uber.
Space Uber. I'm sorry. Hey, listen. Yeah, we got your message, and we're here. But I have to tell you, it's surge pricing right now. So,
No.
yeah.
Seems like everyone's having a freak out. So
It's gonna be a lot, because you're on an asteroid, and I need to wear an oxygen suit. So, a lot.
Are you Twist?
Are you Twist? Yes, I am. Who the hell else knows? Everybody knows who you are.
I'm just going to post it on Facebook real quick.
The most famous hacker of all time.
Facebook.
everyone knows who I am.
I expect any second now the ship will go completely on the blink and we'll be directed to some random ass coordinates where we encounter.
We're going to be out of gas. We have an explosion in the engine room real quick soon. Let's see what else. Reavers are about to dock. Come on, Bryce. Throw it at us.
Hey, now, why can't we use those Reavers for something useful?
Yeah, Reavers would almost be better right about now. At least the insane mayhem is predictable.
Right. I mean, if we have no clear identifiable target is the problem.
No, and that's what we need intel from the scary lady.
Yes.
Who we're going to have to betray, and I think is going to end up killing us.
Or Niska betray her, she'll end up killing him.
Well, yeah, we'll let Niska betray her.
Niska handle the betrayal. We don't know how to do this, but you seem to have had lots of practice, so recently even, so
Front row seats right here.
Okay, so we continue on our hard burn along with all the hand wringing that we can stand.
Probably for the next 24 hours you find Alex methodically cleaning all her weapons, sharpening her sword, working on the punch-out bag a lot.
Doc goes to sleep. Like, screw it. It's probably the best. The last time we're going to get a chance to sleep probably for the next 2 weeks after this. So, hey, Niska, are you still planning on attempting to contact Jed when we get there?
Do you want me to?
I don't see why it couldn't hurt. I mean...
Okay. Once we're on Ezra aboard and contact Jed.
I mean, maybe Jed isn't compromised. It's a stretch, but it's a possibility, which may necessitate a modification of the current 12% of a plan.
Oh, but if he's not being, if it's not the AI, then I mean he's actually behind all this.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
I would almost hope it's AI.
Or you could have the Rogers contact him.
Yeah.
That's true. They were already in contact with him recently too, so they would have a logical reason to contact him. Is that correct? Is that right? That's right. That's right. My brain is beginning to get a little full with all the twists and turns.
I've lost track.
M. Night Shyamalan's Serenity, the role-playing game.
Oh my!
No.
It hurts.
I see dead people. So time passes. Uneventfully. No.
For once.
Yeah, no giant asteroids or sudden onset attack boats or anything like that. We advance time. Suddenly, we're getting close to Ezra. It's getting awfully large in the windows of this group of craft. And yeah, Ezra gets larger. We flip over to your ship, Niska, and Ezra starts to get hailed by your planet.
I answer the hail.
Oh, Mr. Niska, good to see you. Your landing facility is prepared. We see Pandora's Fury and another ship traveling with you. Now, at last check, Pandora's Fury was on the banned list. Do we need to challenge them, or
remove it from the banned list?
Turn the missile batteries off. Turn them off. No, boss said it's cool.
Acknowledged. We'll prepare the additional landing pads for you.
Okay. Once they land, we go on lockdown.
Is there something wrong, or?
Oh yes, there are many things wrong.
We'll get everyone ready for you, sir.
Okay.
No.
We are in lockdown, and no one leaves or arrives without my approval.
Of course. So you guys get down, and Pandora, you guys are getting clearance to land, and the Rogers ship comes along with you there. Of course, as soon as you land, you notice the alarm, the lights, everything, the status lights there, and the docking area goes red, and status screens go from your normal welcome to Niska's port facility, yada yada, to port facility lockdown in effect.
It's a trap. He betrayed us again.
What I really like is I'm picturing the recording. We are so sorry, but at this time, Port Niska is closed to outside traffic. Please be advised that if you continue to attempt to land, we will shoot you down. Please be advised. And it just repeats. It's a very nice voice.
Be interested in our planet.
Thank you.
Yes.
Coming at you.
We value your business, but at this time,
Almost like the planet on
Yeah.
Hitchhiker's Guide. As a gift, we sent you these 2 nuclear missiles.
Please enjoy them. Alright, so you guys are down and safe, and lockdown is in effect. Of course, that means your security forces are mobilizing.
I take it we sit down to an actual face-to-face meeting.
I'll go to my conference room.
Okay. All right. So it would appear that the situation has become rather hell, I don't even have words for this. This is bad. Are you going to attempt that communique with? Wait, did I already ask you this? I think I did.
Yeah. I think we're going to have the Rogers contact.
Okay.
Jed.
Okay.
Oh, I checked for reports from my operatives on Lazarus.
Your operatives report that, and there's nothing outwardly suspicious about Lord Douglas's behavior. He makes appearances. He, seems to be conducting the business of the planet in a normal fashion. You haven't been able to get a lot of information on Monkey or Grace. They haven't been seen in public, actual physical public, for a while. There is the official story seems to be that they're working hard on a project, a secret project. That must be kept quiet. But the word on the street is that is a cover story for Monkey having some kind of nervous breakdown, exhaustion issue that has led to him being sequestered, and that Grace is tending to him. But they have continued to make appearances via broadcast, just not in person.
Which obviously can be faked.
Yeah, those broadcasts.
As if my family wasn't screwed up enough, Bryce.
So, Mr. Roger, when is the last time you communicated with Lord Douglas?
Let's see. The last time I talked to him was right before the attack there in Redemption. Wanted to make sure that everything was all set, and was this kind of checking in, getting a status report, kind of a meeting.
When you communicate with them, where does it originate from?
Lazarus, as near as I've been able to tell.
No, no. I mean, does it look like he's in his office? Does it look like he's somewhere else?
Never looks like he's in his office. I've never seen anything. I mean, his transmission doesn't come with any of the standard, standard notations that you get from like an official, governmental broadcast or anything like that. Kind of, I think it's a lot. It looks like he's kind of dark. I haven't seen any windows. Not a lot of natural light or anything like that.
No face-to-face meetings.
We've had a couple of face-to-face meetings, not on Lazarus, but
Where?
we've met a couple of times on ships. Usually we are hiding in the what's the name of the name right? Look at the map. Oh yeah, the mother lode, the asteroid belt that circles the star at the center of this system.
That's odd.
When was the last meeting?
Face-to-face meeting?
Yes.
About a month ago.
Is he expecting communications from you?
Well, he's going to want to know how things turned out with you.
Tell him that you eliminated me.
Okay, I can do that.
You need to use the communication from Pandora's Fury. The crew will be there with you.
Okay.
Some of my security.
All right. Do you want me to you want to do that now or?
Wait a bit. I'm going to put out some chatter.
All right.
And I call my security officer.
Yes, sir.
Execute the death contingency plan.
The what? What is that?
Execute the death contingency plan.
The death contingency plan?
Yes.
That's pretty drastic, sir.
It's needed.
As you wish. I'll get right on that.
Well, this guy hits a button. Something panel opens on the ground. This requires me to disappear for a little bit.
What? Wait, what? Are you talking to us or talking to them?
Talking to everyone in the room.
What?
I have to make it appear that I am dead.
Okay. So you have to be dead to us too?
Yes.
So, okay. Forgive me for being selfish, but how exactly does this help us if you are out of pocket and therefore your resources are not accessible?
It gives you an opportunity to use the Rogers. who are allies of Jedediah's story. Douglas.
Oh. Yeah, I still,
Jed will scan. He will scan from my left side. You can't scan when I'm down there. It's highly secure.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Okay, I guess if this is what you think is best.
You have to keep your enemies placated. They have to think that they've won, so you can beat them.
Okay. I am never playing a game of chance against you.
That's why it's just easier to shoot him. Oh, I said that out loud. Sorry.
Yeah. Except you shoot him, but you didn't shoot him. You shot someone else. So there you are, getting shot by him when you thought you shot him earlier. Yeah.
That's why you shoot everyone.
This is why he wins. This is why he wins.
Now, when we call, they're going to be able to tell we're on Ezra, though, aren't they? Is that going to look suspicious?
I thought Twist could make it look like.
Oh, right. Yeah, I'm sure she can.
Okay. How long do we have to wait after after you've implemented your demise?
Did about 41 hours.
All right. And you'll be in contact with us, I guess, when you are ready or so inclined or able.
You will receive a transmission. Code word will be resurrection.
All right. Okay. Yeah.
I guess let's do this.
All right.
I hate that we keep topping the craziest thing we've ever done. It shouldn't be something that progressively gets more.
Challenge accepted. Let's do this thing.
It's like you wouldn't think. Actually, and the thing is that when we do it, at the time we're thinking this is the craziest thing we've ever done.
Right.
It couldn't possibly get crazier. No.
And yet,
And here we are. So, the Rogers Syndicate. I take it that do we need Bourbon to actually act as an intermediary with them?
Yeah, let's make Bryce NBC 3 people.
Yeah, why not? That's right. Okay, no, I guess yes. They'll just start talking to the captain directly. That makes more sense. You're right.
Bourbon talking to the Rogers commander, talking to Jedediah.
Yeah, why not?
All in the same room.
Sure, why not?
Go for it, Bryce.
It's my Serenity one-man play. I'm glad you all can.
One night only.
That's right.
Tickets have been sold.
Boy, I've done some bad shit, crazy things in this game so far. think more than any other game we've played.
Yes, it is true. Which it's weird because we have to basically obey some vague laws of physics in this game. You'd think we wouldn't be able to do the crazy stuff in this game the way we do in the other games. The other games have magic. But no.
Superheroes.
Superheroes,
No.
they fly.
This tops it.
Teleport. No. We saved the real crazy for the Serenity game. That's the one. Though it has been my experience that crazy is a result of having spent a great deal of time playing these characters.
Mm-hmm.
And it's been, how long have we been doing this?
Oh,
5, 6 years for Serenity.
4 or 5 years?
something like that.
That's a little terrifying. Has it been that long?
This Friday game's been going on almost 5 years, brother.
Wow.
Because we ran the first crew for 2.5 before we took a break.
Yeah,
Something
something
like
like that. Let's see here is almost
That's
here.
crazy. So that being the case, our characters have complicated lives now. Basically, that's what that's about. They have backstories and histories and things that we've forgotten that they did, and that Bryce remembers that we did.
Yeah.
Copious notes.
But much to our horror, that he remembers really obscure little ass things that we did that turn out to be really big ass things that we did.
Yeah.
We left a dude on what should have been a defunct rock. Now what we got? And it was 2 years ago that happened. How am I supposed to keep that in my head? Sick man. Sick man. Brilliant, but sick.
Yeah.
Can hardly wait for this Star Wars Serenity mashup you talked about.
Oh my.
Oh, yeah.
That's going to be awesome.
Because apparently they're just like us.
Yeah. It was like, so, wait, when we left Earth, that was. And we went to a galaxy far, far away. And we, like, well, there's a little spot over there. It's one of their outer systems. Really?
According to the summaries I used to type up, the session date of Session 1, Episode 1 of Pandora's Fury was June 1st, 2012.
Wow.
Oh, man.
What date was it again?
June 1st, 2012, according to...
Coming up in 4 years.
Yeah.
Rocking and rolling.
Yes, it is, because it's May. Yeah. It's.
Yeah, we're less than a month away from that.
4-year anniversary?
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, I'm going to have cake. I don't know what you guys are going to do.
Guys, I'm having cake.
And it'll be the anniversary day will be actually technically Wednesday, but we won't be able to celebrate until the 3rd. Yes, I'm sure that'll be fun.
Yeah.
Yep.
The 3rd.
This is officially my longest gaming group, and I've never actually met any of you in person.
Isn't that hilarious? That is funny. Because I tell people, well, I played this game and this game and this game. And yeah, but I played it with my online group. I don't, my I meet with you guys way more regularly than I meet with my, actual in-person group. But, there's some perks. I get to stay home in my socks,
Yes.
Like, this is brilliant. This is the best thing ever. We should have been doing this a long time ago. Like, hauling heavy books. All the books are in PDF form now. It's like, technology's all right.
Yeah. And when I GM, I don't have to spend half an hour packing up my stuff to bring it back home. I just shut my computer and walk off to bed.
Ta-da!
Going to bed. Good night. Yeah.
Don't have to worry about anyone like peeking over, looking at your notes.
Right?
Yeah.
Look behind my GM screen. No, mine!
It's like,
When I got my nieces and nephews into Star Wars role playing, the youngest one was probably in middle school. And he always tried to sit next to me because he'd always be like, "What do you got written down there, Uncle John?" No, go to the end of the table.
I need an edge. I need to know so that I know how we gonna win. Like, no.
Right.
No.
How do we win this game?
Is there a winner? Well, we're all winners.
Okay.
Let's make this phone call. I guess the Rogers are going to make it. We're just going to watch.
Yeah, so okay, so you're waiting 48 hours before you before he makes the call, right?
Oh, right.
So was that the plan? Or how long are you having him wait?
Niska will disappear for 48 hours.
Oh, this would disappear for 48 hours. Okay.
And then just give it a while because it's being spread through the systems that
Okay.
Niska is dead.
See it on the news.
Yeah.
Niska is dead. Lots of Niska.
The Munchkin's going to come out. Ding dong, the wicked witch is dead.
Some planets have broken the spontaneous cheer. Now national holiday.
Yeah, so you guys give it some time, and the chatter starts to spread, the rumors and talk, and sources confirming that in a bold and brazen attack, Boris Niska has been killed by operatives of the Rogers Syndicate, leaving a massive power vacuum in the system, since Niska was rather well connected. There's some kind of the appearance of things starting to kind of wibble and wobble outside there. Not like full-on looting or anything like that, but
it is
kind of the
curious. But I guess it has to look like that.
Yeah. There's talk of their infighting in the organization is happening elsewhere in the complex. Various lieutenants jockey for command of the Niska Empire. And with that starting to go out there, what's the name of that? I always get those two planets mixed up there. The president of New Hope expresses his condolences as you guys delivered the cure to the Three Hills virus up there, and it expresses his condolences over the loss of life there. Niska was a good man, things like that. And so, after that's had several hours to run amok, Obadiah Rogers comes on to Pandora's Fury to place this phone call. So, what we need... First, you're going to mask this, the actual location of this, so I'm going to need a hacking roll from you. So your D10 intelligence, your D12 hacking, and your D6 talented in hacking.
Yeah, you're the hacker.
Hack the universe. Go ahead.
We're in.
Ooh, 19.
What was that from?
There you go.
What was it?
Hackers.
It was hacking the
No,
universe.
it's Hack the Planet.
Hack the planet.
Yeah.
Well, see, they didn't have a universe. They said the planet. Now we have the verse. It's like Hackers 2, Electric Boogaloo.
Hackers 2, Electric Boogaloo. Oh no.
Hackers 3. These actors can get jobs.
Oh, no. The Johnny Miller plays Sherlock Holmes on TV series.
Yeah. Actually, the two principals actually are doing fine.
Yeah.
Everybody else, not so much.
Not so much.
It's one of those sequels where, like, one person from the original.
Yeah.
Yeah. The one person who did the paycheck comes back for the sequel.
Yeah.
Got bills to pay, man.
Exactly. Hey, mortgage won't pay itself.
No, it will not. Alright, so, Obadiah sits down at your, I assume you're just having him do it at the communications panel. We gotta have him sequestered somewhere in the ship.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right. So have you given Lenore any instructions to stay quiet with Obadiah on board?
Is there a way she can notify us?
Well, she could actually. You could have a separate screen going.
On a separate screen.
Well, she could just tell you, but not him, through like a comm.
Yeah. Let's do that.
All right. So Obadiah sits down at your comm panel and doesn't call Jed directly at first. He kind of sends out just kind of a short little burst transmission. A couple alphanumeric characters, pretty much. Looks like kind of gibberish. And he turns to the explains to me, it's like, well, I can't just call him directly, and he's not always at the location that he calls from. So when I have information, I send out this burst of nonsense, which he then knows when I need to talk to him, or ask him to report, and then I can call him after, usually give him about a half hour or so, and then I can call him at, where we communicate from.
Okay. Fair enough.
So about 35 minutes later, Obadiah dials in a Cortex address that is most assuredly nothing that you've ever seen on, through any of the communications from you've done with Jed, Jed's house, Jed's office, Jed's anything.
Is there a way to notice what that number saved, like on our computers?
Yeah, it's going to be in your computer banks.
Okay. All right. Is there a way also that little burst of gibberish he sent out?
Yeah, it's all in your computer. Obadiah's used your computer, so that you guys have records of all that.
All right, go ahead. I'll shut up now.
So, screen comes to life, and sure enough, here's Lord Jedediah Douglas. Definitely not in his office, as Obadiah described. You can't see a lot in the background. It's definitely dimly lit. Looks, Jed always likes the finer things. This is definitely not the finer things in life. I mean, there's no windows. The lighting is sparse. The walls look kind of maybe like they're concrete, at least what you can see of them. Definitely, it does kind of affect like when the dust is kind of thick and it kind of hangs in front of a light. You get kind of that weird kind of effect. There's definitely kind of some of that going on as well. And so Jed appears, kind of looks at Obadiah, and kind of cuts the chase essentially. It's like, what, Dave? What do you got? What do you got for me? And Obadiah's like, well, mission accomplished. It was tough, but we managed to take Niska out. And just like, wait, you? That's not necessarily what we discussed. We're just supposed to keep him distracted. But we can work with this. This is even better. Now I don't have to worry about having him distracted. Now he's out of the way entirely.
Now you get him focused.
Very good. So the organization is in disarray. Then they didn't have a succession plan or anything. It's like it doesn't look like it. Things are looking like a couple of his lieutenants are trying to fight it out for control. It's like, all right, good. I'd hoped that Niska would be useful, but oh well. Thank you for your hard work in this matter. I believe this will conclude our arrangement. Obadiah. Of course, if I find out that you're double-crossing me or anything, I don't think I have to tell you what will happen. I will be very upset. And on the other screen, not on Obadiah's screen, but on the screen that you guys are watching, the notification pops up from Lenore, and it is real.
And to clarify, means just a real person, or it means Jedediah is talking, so it really is Jedediah?
This is, well, there's no AI imaging. You're looking at,
Okay.
She can't tell you if it's, a clone or a duplicate or something like that.
Right.
Or anything like no.
Right.
But no. What you see is what is there.
Okay.
He's so tortured. Yeah. So just like, yeah, definitely. Yeah, this will conclude our business. If you can go about doing whatever you like, pick up whatever you want to pick up from Niska's stuff there. It's a shame to hear that Ezra is in disarray, but pretty sure I can get a mandate. Since he was such a close ally I was pretty sure I can get a mandate from the council for a peacekeeping mission. Flex our muscles a bit. I like this. I may just give you a bonus, Obadiah. Huh. If there's nothing else, I have things to do. So, goodbye. And the transmission cuts off.
Wow. Yeah, I agree. Oh, man.
Or a clone.
Oh, yeah. What we saw on the screen was a real person.
Can Twist analyze the transmission to find out where it came from?
Or can Lenore?
Either one of us could.
Yeah, let's have another hacking roll from you, Twist. See what you can find out about this.
When the
6 or 9.
9.
the syndicate is gone, I have things to talk.
24.
God.
I remember those kind of rolls.
I know.
I miss
It's
those rolls.
a long time ago.
Those good times.
Hey, it was a good day today. So I'm kind of lucky. The fact that it was my day off and I didn't have to go to work. So, you know.
Rub it in.
Nice.
It helps.
I was right there with you.
Got to go back Sunday though.
Yeah.
I'll let you go, Bryce.
All right. So yes, with your 24, and with also I rolled Lenore's intelligence to help you out with that. She rolled an 11. She got like a 35.
Nice.
So there's some pretty significant signal scrambling on it, but you and Lenore are able to punch right through that because you're awesome like that. And location definitely coming from Lazarus. Appears to be coming from the grounds of the old church complex. Twice you'd be familiar with that, since that's where the first crew met the church there on Lazarus when things were rebuilt after Cortex fall. They moved into bigger facilities in the capital, but it's kind of fallen into disuse since the days of the first crew, but coming from somewhere there.
Seems like they're using the old church complex.
Actually, with a 35, that's such a great success. Yeah, you're able to pinpoint the exact location on the grounds of it. It's coming from there was like a temple worship center there. It's coming from actually underneath that. If you're 35.
Well, that's odd. I mean, Jedediah Douglas has access to pretty much anything he wants on Lazarus, right?
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And he's not known to be a religious man.
But that said, I don't think there's a whole lot of daylight between general policy between what the church does and what the government does. Isn't that correct?
As far as I can tell.
It's a fair assessment.
Then why would he feel the need to hide in a bunker to communicate with anyone?
And
it's not actually Jed. It may be the clone.
yeah,
I'm thinking it's a clone. Which again takes us back to the question of where the heck is the other Jed?
Yeah.
You have to find out what's in that temple center.
Yeah. I'm wondering if you might be able to do this twist, and I don't know if we need to do it now, but it might be something handy later. Now that we have this code and access number, do you think you could generate a fake like AI phone call like they're doing with Monkey? Because basically we could place a call to Jed and pretend to be who we need to.
Yeah, I don't see why it wouldn't work both ways.
Oh, that's clever.
The parameters are archived, so
it's devious. I like that.
We don't necessarily need to do it now, but it's something to keep in mind if we need to lead a false trail or get him to meet us somewhere.
I did that with the previous crew, so it shouldn't be too difficult.
Well, yeah, it's right up your alley, Twist.
Because the Rogers Syndicate said they'd meet him off-world sometime, so maybe we could set up some kind of meet.
Yeah.
That kind of thing. It's something to keep in our playbook.
I guess we have to get as devious as everyone else is.
They're not giving us any choice.
Somebody else does the archives.
Though whoever is really behind the power, behind the power, behind the power, that person is really devious.
Yeah. It's like some kind of puppet master moving
Like
strings.
just moving people around.
Yeah.
It's as if some being, like, I don't know, maybe from Texas?
Yeah,
With almost godlike power.
yeah. Like he has a whole universe to play with.
I
I
know.
don't know.
Strange like that.
Okay. Well, okay, so then now that we know the exact location of where we need to go, I guess the next question is,
How do we get somebody in there?
well, we need that information from the insertion itself.
Well, we could,
That's going to be handled by Scary Chick, isn't it?
yeah.
By QB?
I think QB is probably our way to get in, but at least now we have a little bit more focused target.
Yeah.
Because if he's broadcasting from there, it's not necessarily far off to assume maybe Monkey or
Oh, yeah, I mean,
Grace
if
are
you
there.
operate from there, you might as well just have everything right there. So
Well,
Yeah,
it's going to look.
right. That'd be the first place to check out at least. Oh, man.
this is bound to go well, just like all our other plans.
Yeah. Our plans always go well.
All right, well,
Yeah.
Calling some of the previous plans.
hey man, shut up. I'm living in my fantasy right now.
It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay.
Have you not
Everything will be,
paid attention
everything will
to
be
past that?
fine. Everything will be fine.
We've done this before. We've done this before. We've done this before. We've done this
It's
before.
okay. It's okay. It's okay.
So yes, the doctor then heads off the sick bay because that's where he goes when he needs to actually feel secure about something.
My
It's
security
his,
plan.
it's his safe place. I'm going to sick bay. We're being fired at. I'm going to sick bay. Leave me alone. Besides, all you're gonna wind up there anyway.
I'll prep the tables.
Yeah. So.
While we await her call.
Yes. Some time does pass. You guys let information sink in. Miska's death protocol is in full effect. His people are doing a really good job of putting on a show out there. Some more places that that Miska interacted with have sent their condolences. As has an official statement. Lord Jedediah Douglas, president of Lazarus and her allied territories, expressed a significant amount of remorse over the loss. And in response to the reports of unrest, as authorized the dispatch of a peacekeeping force in order to make sure that the system does not fall into disarray.
Peacekeeping force.
They are expected to get underway by the end of the day, end of Lazarus's day.
Huh.
Oh, yes.
While that's all unfolding, you get a call from the same identifying Cortex address that you called when you talked to QB.
Hello?
Hello. So, it's been an eventful 24 hours, it sounds like.
Yeah.
Frenemies on Lazarus look like they're busy.
Can only imagine.
That's actually really accurate, too. Frenemies. Pretty much.
So, some intel you requested. From all appearances, Lord Jedi Douglas appears to be a real life person who's not been replaced by some fake AI. He likes to seems to carry on with normal activities, although living kind of a bachelor life right now, as his wife and daughter are off-world. His wife appears to be on a goodwill tour. Does like to visit the old church grounds a lot, apparently. Kind of a way of keeping in touch with his roots, with the government's roots, he says when asked. Still trying to figure out where this Sean and Grace Lee are. There was a story that they're working on some top secret project, but that doesn't appear to be true. And that was said to be a cover story for some kind of mental breakdown of Mr. Lee, and Mrs. Lee was taking care of him. But my sources have searched a number of places, including their home, and there's no sign of him. It doesn't look like they've been there for quite some time. The house is under guard, though. It wasn't easy to get in there. I may have to charge you. Extra for that.
Huh.
As for this Adam person, you didn't mention that a lot of people seem to look like that sketch that you have. A lot of people.
Oh, crap. Oh, shit.
Oh, that's right. All the other 8.
All the same. So
really?
it's hard to tell which one you're looking for. But your frenemies on Lazarus have been rounding them up and shipping them off wholesale to a location out on the rim on Salisbury.
Salisbury.
The church has some dome out there in pre-Cortex World. I'm sure you've heard of it. Apparently it's back in business.
Oh, good grief.
Isn't that the place that the first crew was at with the intelligent?
Yes, it's where it's the massive dome that was set up to simulate life on Earth that Monkey fulfilled his role as savior by saving the High Priestess from their time of trouble.
Okay.
And then the Intelligence Reapers were there, and then they got away, and we met them.
Your planet.
It's also a point of fact when you asked Jed for a cargo run, where he told you you could take some things for him.
Oh, that's right.
Wow.
That far back?
Damn.
Man, Bryce.
Damn. Holy crap.
Man, Bryce.
How many months ago was that?
That was like the beginning, near the beginning. That was
Well,
early.
no, that was the cargo you had when the ship was taken by pirates.
Oh, okay.
I was still, what, like 3 months ago or something?
That's been a while. I have to look at my notes, see what the actual in-game dates are. But yeah, it's been a while.
Okay. Huh. That might actually be a place to go to.
As for this Janice you were concerned about, you will be fine.
What do you mean?
He'll be fine. Don't worry about it.
No, that's not acceptable. What do you mean? We'll be fine.
I thought you wanted him to be safe. Don't you want him to be safe?
I wanted to know where he was.
Safe.
I've been.
Right now, he's currently on that top secret base that Lazarus has underground on the moon called Dora. He's safe there, isn't he?
I'm supposed to be keeping an eye out for him. For him. Okay.
Well, you're supposed to be keeping an eye on him. Why isn't he with you then?
He couldn't come with us at the time.
Do you often leave things laying around that you're supposed to be keeping an eye on? That's not very responsible.
Okay, I don't need you judging me. I need intel and assistance.
And
that doesn't come with criticism.
Well, that is the intel that I have in 24 hours.
Okay. Because it gives us some information to formulate a plan of what additional assistance we can ask of you.
Okay.
So we're not having to keep you on the line for an extended amount of time. I imagine you have things to take care of. Can we call you in an hour or so after we've had time? I've had time to talk with my crew.
Absolutely.
Very well. Thank you for your help.
It was my pleasure.
Disconnect. We're so screwed.
Yeah, we are.
Just rename the ship to "We're So Screwed."
Right, I know.
Well, okay, so
thoughts, opinions?
You know where Janice is, then, according to her.
I think we need to pick him up soon. I don't know. She seemed overly concerned, interested.
You know, she mentioned him.
Exactly.
I feel like we need to go there first.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Or a two-pronged attack.
Oh. Yeah, I know. Well, we mentioned the name, and it was like, oh, really? So she knew who Janice was. Yeah, it's not good.
You're fine.
Right, and there's that.
He's fine.
He's fine. Don't worry about it.
Which means she does not want us to actually go after him. Which
No,
means we should.
Right. We most definitely should. I owe Jonah that much.
Okay, so based on her previous trajectory, we have no way of knowing that because we don't have the Hniska to ask questions of right now. Damn it.
Oh.
I would bet body parts that she is.
She's on her way there now.
She's on her way there right now.
Yeah.
She's coming from the core, headed to what, Salisbury?
She was heading out
Well,
of the core.
if she was going to Salisbury from the core, is there any way you can get there before she does? Knowing what we know.
No.
I mean, we are in the backwater of back ass end of nowhere out here, but
Well, we don't need to get to Salisbury. We need to get to the moon.
Which
Lazarus.
Which system is Salisbury?
oh wait, I'm sorry, I was confused. Where'd you say Janice was?
He's on the moon.
The Dora, the moon of Lazarus, where the Lazarus has an underground base. It's where where they were keeping the Martha Rising after it landed on Lazarus.
Okay, never mind. I'm sorry. Forget everything I just said.
And Salisbury was the base that Jed goes to. We're gonna have to get to Salisbury at some point in the future too.
Salisbury is the dome where the atoms are being taken to.
Yeah, the atoms are taken there.
Okay.
That's a place we'll have to stop at, but we got more immediate concerns at the moment.
So we have to head to that moon.
And we have to sneak into a military complex.
Yep.
Yeah.
And get out.
Yeah.
While stealing a kid.
Yeah. We've done this before, right?
And to be honest, that may be where Monkey and Grace is as well. But we have no clue where. We have no clue where Janice is, other than on the moon. That really narrows it down.
It is a bit vague. If I'm thinking, well, we got Dario, who's a very, very able pilot, so I'm not concerned about that. We can't use Pandora for it.
No.
Right.
Because apparently someone knows where Pandora is at all times.
She said she could get us a ship that's clean with a crew that doesn't ask questions.
Okay.
Now, my assumption...
I don't want her crew.
Is that we could try to go to the moon base. That crew's not going to take us there or is going to report back.
Yeah. I think we should get the ship and let her keep her people. That way we can move around the way we need to without interference or someone reporting back.
I agree. Now, a second crew or team might be good to do other things while we're on the moon base. Maybe a distraction.
Yeah. Suppose he thought we were someplace else.
So that other crew could fly Pandora somewhere. I don't like in Pandora. No.
That went well the last time you let someone borrow the ship.
Right. I said it, and as it's coming out, this is wrong.
Hey, Lenore,
Yeah.
can you fly the ship without us?
Yeah.
Okay, so you can hit waypoints and nav points, making it looking like we're up to something. You have control of the weapon system?
Yes.
Okay, so you can hit a specified specific target or a series of targets in intervals and then get the heck out before anybody really knows what's happening, but leave enough of a trail behind to go, oh, that was a Pandora's Fury. You can do that, right?
Yeah. That's within my operational parameters.
I look at Captain. I think we are okay, Captain.
Yeah, I think so. So we just need a alternate to us to pilot that won't be recognized, and a plan to get into the base and out without killing people.
You had to go and complicate it. Damn. All right.
This is me saying this, okay? I know how hard it is. Yes, it does complicate it, but these people are probably on our side.
All right. Then.
I mean, am I
No,
wrong?
it's not unreasonable. Actually, it's uncharacteristically thoughtful of you, really.
I know, I don't like this.
So I'm thinking I could probably whip up something that might, render them unconscious. It would have to be diffuse enough so that it wouldn't necessarily endanger lives per se, but we'd have to have further information like possible troop deployment, layout of facilities, that sort of thing.
Which we can't ask QB.
We can't?
She doesn't want us on the base. She's not going to want us to mess with Janice.
Oh, yeah, damn it, you're right.
I mean, I'm sure that's something Twist could probably accomplish for us rather easily. So I don't think it's that far of an issue. So we need to ask other stuff, research for the things on Lazarus for
We may actually wind up having to
complex.
hack the system once we land, right? Does that make sense? We land and then find a access point and then let Twist do her thing.
Mm-hmm.
And then
she sends us where we need to go.
All right, and then she would direct us.
Okay.
What do you think, Twist?
That'll work.
What did Twist?
Shut up.
So as to not raise suspicions, and we'll need the information later anyway, we get QB to get us the layout and information on the church complex.
Exactly.
Which we're going to have to use as our second mission. We just won't tell her that's our second one.
As opposed to our first one.
Right. Guess it's workable plan, almost even more planned out than our others in the past.
It's like 48% of a plan.
I don't know what to do. We've never been this prepared.
It's scary.
Usually we just go in and do it.
I know.
Right.
Okay. We have a plan.
Sort
Give
of.
her a call.
Let's call her and get
tell those lies. Tell those lies.
You want to see if we can trace this one, see where she is?
I guess, yeah. Since Niska did it, let's see if Yeah, because the second location might give us a trajectory.
Do you want Lenore's help, or do you want to do that one on your own? Ow. So much pain. So much pain.
Yeah. Oh, that's not good.
No. Nah. Self-inflicted wounds. If I had any good sense, I wouldn't throw heavy weights around. Ugh.
Alright, so you were calling QB,
Mm-hmm.
and... Alright, so let's have, if you're going to trace the call, let's have a hacking roll from you and there, Twist.
Well, I was rolling until about now. I rolled a 6.
Well, Lenore was going to help, right?
Yeah.
A lot.
There's no lot.
Lenore's going to have to be heavy lifting.
Actually, I think what happens is suddenly you find yourself helping Lenore, right?
There you go. That'll work.
Alright, so,
At least it wasn't a botch.
Right?
yeah, that would be really bad. Really, really bad right now.
Right.
Oh, so you're trying to trace my call, are you? That's not nice.
Board alerted QB where we're at, and we're tracking her. And
Yeah, downhill quickly from there. So, once again, QB appears. Appearance still immaculate.
Is she drinking tea?
Of course.
And it's sunny wherever the hell that she is. Sunny with birds flying in the background. What the hell is this?
Indeed. She looked at you. You rang.
you were.
Yes, we have a start of a plan and things that we need from you.
Okay.
You mentioned you can get a ship that's clean.
Yes.
We wouldn't need a crew. We could just use our same crew we have now.
Okay.
We would need some kind of architectural or floor plans of the church complex on Lazarus. The one that you notice that Jed keeps going to.
Okay.
Both the above ground and below ground floor plans.
All right.
And I guess some kind of all the information you get on that complex, security schedules, troop deployments, that kind of thing.
All right.
And I think that was everything, right?
Yep, that pretty much was it, yeah.
Yeah, and that should work.
Those were all very doable. Do you have any specific requests for your ship? Fast, slow, armed, not?
Fast and armed.
Fast, armed, stealthy.
Yep, fast and armed.
And stealthy.
As stealthy as possible.
Good choice. All right. I can make those arrangements for you. I should be able to get that stuff rounded up. Do you have a timetable for when you needed this equipment, or just when I can get it?
The sooner the better. We think we have a limited timetable
Like
based on
48
things
hours,
happening.
right?
Yeah, within 48 hours because of Niska's plans.
Well, Miska's demise.
Demise, yeah.
All right. The ship will be there in 6 hours. The rest of the information I should have either by then or before then.
Will be where?
Ooh. She said there, like here.
Where did you need it?
Just wondering what you mean there, where you're.
Well, wherever it is that you are, you need to tell me where you are.
Oh,
Oh, okay. What is a nearby planet? I don't want to say Ezra, but like a name off a close planet nearby.
I'll see. Ezra's got a moon or two, I think. Let me look at the backside of the map.
I'd rather do that than let's meet at Niska's base.
See. Ezra's got a moon named Herschel. Let's see. Beyond that, close planets. It's like Regina's kind of close. Boros and Carrie would be the next closest worlds.
I guess anything that gets us closer to Lazarus, because that cuts down our travel time to Lazarus. So I guess Boris, if that's in that.
Boris? Yeah, I mean, based on orbits and stuff there, yeah.
Okay. Let's do that. We'll meet at Boris.
All right. And we won't worry about naming the city or whatnot. We'll just assume that you have a city out, so we don't have to work on a name or anything like that. So. Yeah, I'll fire up a name generating stuff or something. All right.
Okay.
I'll have the ship there in 6 hours. And like I said, the other information you need will be then either then or before then.
Okay. Well, I imagine we probably won't see you, but
no, you will
we'll
not.
meet in 6 hours.
I am a busy person. I won't be flying your ship in personally, that's what you think, but it'll get there.
Okay. Thank you very much for your assistance.
Oh, it was my pleasure.
Sure it was. And disconnect.
Yeah.
So, in what, 6 hours we begin Operation Lost Birdie?
We begin Operation We're Screwed.
Operation Hostile Penetration.
Oh, that has so many wrong connotations.
That sounds like we're calling it a pay-per-view.
Yeah.
That's kind of like a trashy romance
Showtime
novel,
After Dark.
Sounds like a modern romance novel.
Showtime After Dark.
Cinemax.
Cinemax, that's what it is. Yeah. Cinemax.
Showtime got away from that. They said it'd be respectable these days. But once upon a time, Showtime did that stuff too.
Yes, they did.
It was like after 10 o'clock.
I was young then. I was trying to watch it.
Yeah.
I remember a few times trying to sneak downstairs and
or staring at it through the scrambling.
right, because it was all static.
The boob! I saw a boob!
It's a squiggly boob. Hey, the scrambling isn't so bad tonight.
Yeah! The big panic one this time.
Hold the antennas clear. Come on.
Or worse yet, every now and again they forgot to scramble it.
Oh yeah.
You'd be like, whoa! We got straight up softcore porn. Yay!
That's right here. That's happening right now.
It's like you call your friends and then they get on the party line and you talk about it while watching it.
Right.
Wow.
Party line.
Like, Dude, you're right. They totally did scramble it tonight.
Yes.
Before we had cable here, we had a thing called On TV,
Yeah, I remember On.
which
Yeah.
was channel 44 during the day, but after 5 o'clock or so, you had to switch on the On TV thing, and they had an adult after hours thing, so it wasn't even a cable. It's like, this is on 44. Let's see if we can get it scrambled tonight.
Terrible. And to think, boy, that was, well, I would have been 12 or something like that when that was popular. Which
Yeah, that was like
Early 80s.
early 80s,
yeah, that's right. That's about right.
Early 80s.
81, 82, the infancy of cable.
and then the Chicago area got wired up, and On TV went away.
Yeah, for a while they went in those spaces where you had to have special antennas. Yeah, got rid of that. They just ran cables to your house. Okay. We're waiting for you.
Yeah, I think it's a good place to stop since the next phase might get messy.
Might?
Might get messy.
I don't think there's any mites there. I think it's just guaranteed.
So yeah, we'll hold up there for the evening. We'll go with some 4 advancement points and 4 plot points for today's extravaganza.
Cool. I did not pick up the dice once.